Alright guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on this AKM Hand Guard. I really didn't think that I was going to do a video on it, and I thought I'd just throw it together and not really worry much about it, but I was really pretty impressed at how tough this thing is. I kind of assumed that it would be similar to the Mo AR furniture, but this thing is super rugged. I mean, you can just squeeze on this thing. I mean, it just barely flexes at all. The polymer itself is at least 1/8 inch thick. And I was curious, I'm really not familiar with the M-LOK technology. I was kind of wondering how, that M-LOK would work out, clamp into plastic or whatever, but this stuff is super tough. I don't know if they're using a different polymer mixture to make it tougher, but yeah, I'm impressed with how structurally sound this thing is. Underneath the heat shield, it has these structural supports, so that made add to why it's so rugged. Obviously, it has the little cutout for your sling loop, but the back of it has these little this excess material that once you kind of wedge it into your receiver, give it a tap with a hammer, your receiver will basically scrape that stuff off and remove what it doesn't need, and so it basically gives you a custom tailored fit. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, honestly, when these first came out, I really didn't put much thought into them. But just as I've been going, just looking for that lighter gun. After recently having the Rifle Dynamics come in, just really made me reevaluate that whole idea that AKs are heavy. So, I had this Ultimac rail on there at one time, and just trying to go for something lighter. Didn't want to go back to the original wood, because if your crap doesn't match, what kind of operator are you really? I mean, come on. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. It's pretty solid. So let's go ahead and throw this thing together, and I'll show you when it's done. I don't need to bore you with the putting it together part. Well, alright guys, there you go. Literally only took me the time it takes to screw these screws in. I mean, that was the most time consuming part. I mean, it's pretty much the same as taking on and off your your traditional wood hand guard. But I'm really digging it, especially on this little SBR. But one of the things that I really like is that it gives you just a little bit more protection in the width and in the height of these the Ultimac. If you've never shot with one of these Ultimac deals, these things just get scorching hot, and I mean, they do so within a magazine or two. So I mean, anytime you're adjusting your grip, moving around or whatever, I mean, you gotta like sit there and try to hold like this if you're not using something other than your traditional handguard. When I had this on there, I was fine. But yeah, I like that it gives you just a little bit more protection. So we'll see. But overall, very happy with it, and I'd say just big thumbs up. I wish I could say the same thing with the Magpul mags, but I've just not had a whole lot of luck with the AK mags in Magpul, and hearing a lot of people talk a lot of trash about them. So At least they got the furniture right, you know, so you can look cool. And I mean, that's really all that matters when you get right down to it, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm really digging it. Thanks for watching.